What's good, everybody? We're back at it again with another episode of the main event where we love wrestling more than Vince McMahon loves releasing people. Got my boys on, Sam and Dennis. Say hi to the people.
Hey, people.
What's up?
Today, on today's episode of the main event, we're going to talk about predictions for Summerslam tomorrow night and NXT Takeover 35 on Sunday. What y'all think this pay per view is going to be like for real? For real?
Oh man, that's the hard part. Thing is, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I haven't been catching up until now, and I'm like,
What's up, everybody doing?
yo, like, so far I know John Cena is back, and he's going up against Reigns, but I feel like Reigns gonna win this one. Just saying.
Oh yeah. I hope Reigns win too because like it's just Cena, he's got Hollywood commitments. I don't think he's going to be able to hold it down. As much as I would love to see John Cena break Ric Flair's record, it's just like it might go back to the status quo of John Cena's burying talent after he just got the fans on his side. I mean, because when he returned at Money in the Bank, did you hear that pop that he got?
Uh-huh.
That was the best pop he's had in like what, the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, and it's funny because people used to be sick of him. At one point it was sick of him. It was like John Cena's song. They probably still do it now, as far as for the theme song, just because.
Hear me?
But yeah, man, it was good to see him because I was like, okay, he was missing for a year. He's not wrestling for some reason because I know he was still in Hollywood or something. Because last time we saw him, it was WrestleMania during the pandemic with the what was the house thing called again?
Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah, and then like he just disappeared, and then we just literally can't see him. We're like damn.
And I was just like, hey, where's the continuity at? I mean, I know the Fiend just been released, but we could get some explanation of where was he during this? How did he get out of the Firefly Funhouse or something like that?
I was like, damn, the match was kind of entertaining. It was, I mean, it was goofy as hell, but it was different. It was a different approach because I feel like during the pandemic, WWE had some creative ideas. Even in the performance center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I personally think. Especially like I'd say one thing. Even in like that WrestleMania, even like without the crowd, yeah. I mean, it was still good, but it was bad because it was missing that crowd.
We hear you, Dennis. Go ahead, Sam. What were you saying?
Oh, I thought he was going to speak. I mean, I was going to let him speak. But yeah, like other than that, I really think Reigns is going to win this one because like you said, Cena going back to Hollywood unless he pull that CM Punk thing, But I don't know because sometimes WWE is unpredictable. I don't know what they're going to do.
Honestly, my prediction for that matchup, I got Roman Reigns retaining. It could be by beating them clean. It could be with the bloodline jumping into the match and interfering. But I know that Roman Reigns is going to retain. Like his tribal chief character is at its apex right now, and it don't seem like they're going to drop the ball with it soon. They could keep this Universal title reign going up until WrestleMania, where somebody probably like maybe Cesaro or Big E, knock on wood, or you could have like The Rock come back. We can finally get that big dream match between him and Roman, where it seems like fans have been clamoring for since like forever. So it's a lot of ways we can go with this this tribal chief storyline. Honestly.
As much as I would like John Cena to beat Ric Flair record, but I feel like Roman Reigns gonna win it. And hold it until somebody like Big E, Cesaro. But another scenario,
What are we saying?
I can't hear him. I heard a scenario.
Yeah, he went out after he said scenario.
I know, and technical difficulties, man. They be. I'm
It's all
telling you,
right.
that's what I hate about podcasts.
We,
Or
we, we gonna push through it though. It's all right. He can say his piece when he gets back into it.
yeah, but yeah, man. Honestly, I might watch it. I might not. It might be back and forth. I might watch it late.
Man, it ain't no doubt I'm gonna watch it. This is probably gonna be the best pay per view this year. No
Yeah,
cap.
yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie though. Some of the build-ups I was kind of lost on. Like when it like I missed the part where Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie. Like,
Oh yeah, Eva Marie is taking on Alexa Bliss 1-on-1. Eva Marie is just like fans are split on her. She has her supporters, and then
uh,
everybody's like, "Oh, she can't wrestle. She's a waste of a roster slot. We released the Fiend for her."
I heard that. I heard about that part. Man, I mean, it depends on like what they do with her. Like she. Okay, I remember she was like released like how many years ago? Like
She was released back in 2016, I think, somewhere around that time.
unless they went back for it was like, hey, we're gonna train you, to become so I make you this bad, divas champion, not divas, women's champion, and hopefully I don't know if it's the character or her in ring ability, but I feel like they should train her how to do that, at least train her. That's what I'm saying. Because like just build her up, like what you did to other people. I know it's gonna take time, because I know there's some superstars that struggled and people didn't like them, and that was The Rock for one,
Mm-hmm.
and because he didn't have that character yet, and everyone was like, "Die Rocky, die." I was like, "Damn!" Like I didn't know he had that much hate.
So basically, what you're saying is let Eva Marie let her gimmick, like marinate, and then you can see where she can be an asset to the company.
Yeah, because nowadays they just throw people at you, like throw it in your face, like yeah, 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 like it.
Yeah, and that's one of the major downsides to today's product. Like they're throwing 100 things at the wall, but only 5 things stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, like Eva Marie, like honestly, I know she's not the best wrestler in the world. I remember a while back people were calling her all botch everything, like way back in 2015.
yo,
I ain't
yeah,
gonna lie, I'm guilty of saying that too. I lost patience with her a while back
man,
too.
I
But
never honestly.
my own perspective as a wrestling fan back then. Well, my perspective as a wrestling fan now is a lot different than what it was back then, because basically, at that time I was like, oh, if you can't wrestle or if you don't have enough charisma, I was really close minded when it came to stuff like that. You're never going to get over, but
Man, I'm not
you,
gonna
you
lie. I was
but
with you too.
and basically, if the fans are booing you, I'm just like, yeah, but now how I look at it, let's see, I was like 18 or 19 back then. I'll be 25 next month. How I look at it now is
Uh huh.
like, hey, I mean, if you're getting booze, if you're getting booze and you're a heel, that means you're doing your job. And I say this a lot about Baron Corbin. People hate Baron Corbin so much.
I was one of them. I'll be real honest. I mean, not now, but before. I used to hate him because thing is, like, that heel thing. He was that arrogant heel, and I was like, okay, I don't like this guy.
Yeah,
What she was doing good at, and then like going back to Eva Marie, I didn't like her because this girl come along disrespecting Jerry King Lawler, smacking him and stuff. I'm like, who did this?
Yo, you just gave me a
Yeah.
big throwback. I was watching Raw the night that happened. That was one of the
Oh
weakest slaps I've ever seen.
man,
Y'all can hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh
we can hear
yeah,
you clear.
yeah, my Wi-Fi's acting. I'm back now.
Okay, good.
What were you saying before?
He was on that. He was on the Roman Reigns John Cena prediction. What were we saying, Dennis?
I was saying as much as I would like for Roman Reigns to, John Cena to win it, but I feel like as much as I want John Cena to break his Ric Flair record since he ain't in WWE anymore, I feel like they could give it to him because, like you said, Kyrie, the storyline with Tribal Chief. First, they try pushing Roman Reigns on us from the beginning.
Oh, that was annoying.
Now that they completely turn him heel and everybody hate him, they can try to keep the storyline till Mania time when either
Yo,
Biggie or Cesaro take title off of him.
yeah, and I was going to like Roman Reigns. I'm so happy he finally has reached this potential because even back like when fans were booing him and they wanted him like out of the main event scene, I'm like, hey, this guy he has the potential, but you can't fault him for him sucking right now. You have to blame the writers.
Yeah, I'm
This
not gonna lie.
man is just going out there doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing his job.
I was one of those people. I'd be real honest. Like at first, when I saw Roman in the Shield, I was like, who is model doing here? Like who he think he is? You know? And then like I was so mad because like they would put him over Kane and everything. And I used to get sick of it. I'm like, yo, they
I,
buried my boy.
I remember you telling me. Oh, go ahead.
And then the Royal Rumble, you even have him break his record, Kane's record. And I was like, oh hell no.
I remember
was
you telling me a
pissed.
while back you were a huge Kane fan.
Yes, man. You know, and then like not only that, and then you have him beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania, which that was when I started respecting him, and I realized like it's not his fault. It ain't Roman's fault. It's Vince. Like that night when everyone cursed him out when he came on Raw the next night. You know, at first I was laughing, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I felt bad for him. You know, but it's Roman. He don't give a damn what the crowd thinks. You can tell. You know.
Right. He was like,
Yeah.
hey, look, I'm here. I'm going to get my bag and I'm going to leave. And I
Yeah. He said,
respect
"Look,
that.
it's my job. Like I don't care. Y'all go whine and cry all you want. You know that's how he is. You know." But you know how that same night Vince came and people were cheering him and everything.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no, why y'all cheering him? That's the guy you had a boo right there. Like Vince. Why are we cheering Vince? This man done a lot of shit, effed up shit back in the day and now, and no one's booing this man. This guy screw Brett. This guy, what else? He done a lot of stuff. It's just so much to think of. You know, it's like, man, but everyone was cheering him and Roman, you know. But then I also saw that video with him and Undertaker hanging out, you know. And then that's when I was like, did anyone else see this? You know, I know other people seen this, you know, because thing is, yes, we all know, like, okay, it's part of the script, but at the same time, you know, it's like it really meant something. Because
Yeah.
also, because when Brock Lesnar broke the streak, I was mad too. Then I was like, oh hell no. That's why I couldn't. That's why I was like iffy about watching WrestleMania 30 just because of that.
I feel you on that. But I just realized something. We never really fed our prediction on Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie. I got Bliss winning.
Yeah, everyone's saying Bliss.
It's probably gonna be a squash match, honestly, because I mean, Eva Marie, until proven otherwise, she still is in that category where she can't go in the ring like other women on the roster can.
See, for
Yeah,
me, she's
What's the next
decent.
match we got? We got AJ Styles and Omos versus RK Bro for the World Tag Team titles.
I,
What y'all think about this RK
I,
storyline?
I, I personally have a thought. Well, what Dennis gonna say? I want to hear what you gotta say about it.
Okay, bro. I like the team. It's a team basically, uh, a future Hall of Famer mentoring somebody, a striker, and a future World Heavyweight Champion in the making. Take it to my under his wing, and Matt Riddle. It was backstage. He looked up to everybody, but Randy Orton. That
Hmm.
storyline, weeks up
Man,
with.
I'm loving this storyline. I like the RK Bro storyline. People are just waiting for the inevitable Randy Orton stabs Riddle in the back, but I don't know. Maybe that maybe they become friends off of this. I just think that this storyline they're doing is like the great value version of Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking. I don't know. Me, from my opinion, I don't know why, but y'all, this is my thought. But unless Riddle could turn on Randy Orton, you know, I mean, that was my thought.
that could be a possibility.
Because I could see that too. Because I could see Riddle being that heel too.
Facts.
Because Orton, the thing is like Orton, yeah, he definitely a guy you can't trust. You cannot. This dude is unpredictable. You
Yeah,
know,
AJ Styles did say a couple weeks ago, look who you teaming up with, Randy Orton. He stabbed everybody in the back.
exactly. I mean, he should know. He caught that RKO that one time.
Yeah, I seen that RKO coming a mile away, a couple weeks ago.
But yeah, man, I feel like Riddle might turn the pages. You know, he might
I
turn
feel
the
like
tables.
RK Bro could win titles at SummerSlam, and this could be potentially when Omos go on his own and start dominating the singles competition. Because it was both Randy, RK Bro, and Styles and Almost both taking somebody on their wings just to make them a superstar.
Yeah, yeah,
Almost almost is a giant a giant that's doing things on his own. So he's a potential future champion in his own way too.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah, you got that typical small guy, and then that big bodyguard dude. Kind of remind me of Shawn Michaels and Big Diesel.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. I don't know who's gonna be winning this match, honestly, on this one. Um, but my pick probably be oh man, I say AJ Styles on this one personally
Yeah,
because
I think they're going to retain as much as I would love to see Matt Riddle, Randy Orton title victory and just see them dominate the Raw tag team scene with them being entertaining all at the same time. I just think AJ Styles and Omos is going to retain, and then
basically,
maybe at the next pay per view, or and then Matt Riddle can get the title win there. Maybe,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, I definitely could see that. You know, it does seem like it's gonna be an entertaining match. You know, but yeah, man. And plus, it's still funny to this day because I remember when AJ Styles first debuted from that Royal Rumble back in 2016. So I was so used to seeing him in TNA. It's like, damn, You know, it's like
Facts.
I felt like you just got here, but then it's like now you've been here more often in WWE also, and it's like, wow, I'm so used to it in TNA, bro. My little sister,
Everywhere AJ Styles goes, you know he's going to be the top wrestler in the company.
and it's funny because my little sister, I don't remember her watching TNA, but she know who he was, right? And when she saw him in the WWE, she was like, "Yo, he got longer hair now."
Right. When he was in New Japan, I think that's when he started growing his hair out. And I actually like the long haired AJ look. I mean, I grew up on him with short hair, him wearing the short trunks and stuff, and his entrance music, Get Ready to Fly. That was my childhood, but I've embraced long hair AJ.
Exactly, me too. I mean, I'm used to it, you know. Like AJ, you know, it's like it's he's a phenomenal athlete for real.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
called
that's what I like
number
about him.
one for a reason.
Yeah, because as soon as he came in, I was like, yes, all right, cool, okay, all right.
Did you ever watch the promo like after his match with Brock? Did you ever watch that interview that Paul Heyman said about him? He said that he is everything that Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, and Ric Flair was to their generation. He's updated all their styles to
Yeah,
become the most phenomenal in-ring performer of all time.
it's
It's
been a
crazy. It's
it's been a
crazy
while.
because AJ was standing right next to Paul when he said that. I was watching his documentary a while back, and Paul was like, "Hey AJ, I need you to stand here for a second because you're gonna want to hear this." I just thought that was so dope. Like Paul Heyman, the genius mind that he is, offering high praise to AJ like that.
Oh yeah, I like that's what I like about Paul Heyman. You know, because he sees
Paul Heyman has
potential.
an eye for talent.
Yeah, exactly. You would think I'd rather he take control of the company. You know,
True.
because I feel like he could see each superstar, especially CM Punk. Don't get me started on him. You know,
Hey,
like that's
knock
another
on
story.
wood. We may see him debut tonight on AEW Rampage.
Yeah,
Knock on wood.
yeah. I keep saying that. I keep seeing the rumors and everything. And then one guy said it was a surprise. I'm like, surprise? It ain't a surprise if the internet knows. You know. And it's funny because he said he wasn't going to wrestle no more. Like, period.
Just imagine if Cult of Personality, that song hits, and we see MJF walk out. Do you know how much he'll heat, how much the crowd is going to boo that? Troll level over a million. I'm telling you.
Oh man, yeah, man. Everyone will hate the hell out of him because a lot of people in the comments, fans, fans will rip into him. They're like, "Oh fuck
Oh
him, man."
man, MJF better
No,
have extra security getting out that arena, getting out of Chicago tonight if that happens. But what's the next match that we got to get into? Let's get into the match that I'm waiting the most for: Edge versus Seth Rollins. This is a
okay.
dream match that I didn't know I wanted until now.